Kohaloyim Yahabashim Yahashai Bashim Akako Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. It's Jaiquab, son of Sid Jr., son of Sid Sr., Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai. Not that I'm back, but because I'm safe. I made it right now, made it back safe. The second book of Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God. Now it's funny because the so-called small hats and even Vocab Malone never even used this one. He could have tried to slip with this one in. Well, we used to not do it, and then we started doing it in 1949. But he never even said that. So we're the ones that left the laws of our fathers. Everybody pretty much got to carry on their traditions, so-called know how far their history goes back. We're the ones who are lost, and we are sheep, and as a people, we are sheep, and we have many different shepherds as a people. Some no shepherds at all. Goddamn stray dogs and feral alley cats. So in the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 1, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympius, and that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. It's like, yeah, crossing the street. But so the same way that the law was, or it was like pretty much like, what is this? The king sent an old man of Athens to compel Yahweh. Okay? So just as the days of old, our people are being compelled today. And it's about to become a public outcry of don't associate us with our true identity. We want to be with y'all. Even if we don't want a bag of chips, we still want to be with y'all. Don't associate us with them. So they're going to try to pollute the temple that's being constructed now by pulling you out the truth, and family is really going to turn against each other. I mean, when you try to teach someone the scriptures according to how, no matter what no matter what camp you learn from, when you try to tell the scriptures to your peoples, it's just going to be trouble. So we all pretty much went through that, and if you haven't, I ain't even got time to talk about it. But the second book of Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 3, the coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people. Okay? So who is suffering the most on the earth from all the mischief that's done? From the king's commandment compelling, the king sent somebody to compel the people to do something, to leave their laws and do what? Just be lawless? No, to leave their laws and follow their laws. Now, while I was in Hawaii, out Maui, somebody from Molokai told me that, the island called Molokai, told me that a neighboring island, he told me that he pointed to a man in the bushes and said he knows that man. That man got 20 acres. That the king gave him and his family 20 acres or 10. Either way, put it to you like this, man. I ain't got time to tell the whole story right now because I recorded it. He could tell you himself. But the king gave people land. But Esau came over and finessed them, set up laws. He compelled the people to follow his laws, and they lost the land that the king gave them through taxes. What type of shit is this? Okay? So the second book of Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 3, the coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people. You know? Everywhere this damn devil goes. Everywhere this damn devil goes. So verse 4, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places, and besides that brought in things that were not lawful. And that's why till this day, the church is just it's a bunch of whores in there. Some horny whores. I mean, how can I be tempted not to go? That's a joke. You see what I'm saying? A bunch of horny whores. So that's why even the movies make jokes. If you want a woman, go to the church. Because they know them bitches up in there they want some goddamn dick up in their life. They want a man, excuse me. They want a man. Finally, after they've had all them others. But the second book of Maccabees chapter 6, verse 5, the altar also was filled with profane things, which the Lord forbiddeth. So just by the king, and where's this king from? Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens. Sent an old man of Athens to compel Yahweh, the Jews. Not the Jewish people, the Jews. Okay, and who are the Jews? They're what color were the Jews described as? Okay? What color was the Jews described as? Where should we start? Job, Wisdom of Solomon. Okay, which clearly gives a clue to what color Yahushua was, because they're both from the testicles, the fact that the bloodline survived the King David. Oh, Salakia for pointing down. Let me see, find a spot. Gotta get to work. Okay, so we're gonna get to the colors of the Jews. The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30, I believe. Okay. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burnt with heat. Okay? And Job was perfect. Was it not? Was he not? Was he not? The book of Job, chapter 1, verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. Let's just bring up the chapter since it's a couple in there. Or is it Song of Solomon? Yeah, Song of Solomon, Salaki. Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. Salaki. We'll go down. Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem. as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. And I don't want to get too far off topic because I gotta get to work, but those are the Jews, not the Jewish people. Okay? Solomon, matter of fact, let's get it. What tribe was Solomon from?
The tribe of Judah. According to Britannica, the tribe of Judah settled in the region south of Jerusalem and in time became the most powerful and most important tribe. Not only did it produce the great kings David and Solomon, but also, it was prophesied, the Messiah would come from among its members.
So, that right there says it. That King Solomon was a Jew. Now, in the second Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 6, it reads, neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts or ancient fast or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. And in the days of the king's birth, every month, they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the fast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. So just as today as you got a problem with somebody not going to your child's birthday party and stuff like that, it's the reason why this all started. The birthday parties just didn't start out of nowhere. And in the days of the king's birth, every month, they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. They didn't even do it every year, they did it every month. Not even every year, every month. Okay? And when the fast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go into procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. Okay? You see why the 12 tribes ended up being considered Gentiles? It was do or die. Some chose die, some chose do. It's the times we coming in now. It's the same thing, do or die.